There are wounds that never scream. They simply live within you. They hide in the quiet corners of the heart, behind a restrained sigh, a fatigue that never leaves, an unexplainable urge to disappear for a while. Perhaps no one sees them. Perhaps even you can't fully name what you feel. But there's something that weighs on you even when everything appears under control. Something that pulses inside, asking to be heard. You've tried being strong. You've tried moving forward, letting go, forgetting. You've tried to distract yourself, to keep busy, to protect yourself. But silent pain does not vanish through force. It does not obey commands. It waits. It waits for you to look. It waits for you to stop running. It waits for the moment when you can finally say, "I'm here. I see you. I feel you." And perhaps this is that moment, not because today is special, but because you made it here. And that alone says so much. It says that even in your weariness, something in you still longs for healing, still longs for lightness, still longs to be touched in a way that's real. Because what hurts the most isn't the pain itself. It's the abandonment, the weight of carrying it all alone, as if your story were unworthy of care. But it is, you are. And so right here, right now, we open a space where you can simply be. No masks, no rush, no obligation to get better or to understand. A space where your pain will not be judged, analyzed, or fixed, only witnessed, held, honored. Because any pain that is truly seen begins, little by little, to dissolve. The words that heal some words carry a sound that doesn't come from the throat, but from the spirit. They don't just touch the ears. They touch your field, your body, your entire story. When they arrive with genuine intention, no defense can remain. No knot stays tight. Because truth, when spoken from the soul, dissolves. It transforms. It reorganizes. There is something mysterious yet deeply real about repeating words that vibrate with healing. It's not about a technique or formula. It's about vibration, about inner coherence, about reconnecting with what you've excluded from your own listening for so long. That's what Ho'oponopono is. A silent call to reconcile with what was forgotten. Bruce Lipton teaches that most of our lives are run by unconscious programs. Cycles we repeat without noticing. Emotional patterns inherited not just from our own experiences, but from the experiences of our ancestors. We call this behavioral epigenetics. The body carrying stories it never lived, yet absorbed. Stories that became frequencies. And today they can be healed not by forgetting, but by presence. Joe Vitale brought the deep simplicity of Ho'oponopono to the world. 4 phrases, 4 keys. 4 vibrations that reorganize the emotional field, like rearranging the furniture in a house that's been locked for years. And when you unlock that house, light enters, air flows, energy returns. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. When spoken with an awakened heart, each phrase opens a crack. An opening in resistance. An opening in hurt. an opening in the weight you've carried alone for far too long. And crack by crack, you breathe again, not the automatic breath of survival, but the breath that comes from a chest unbound, a body free, a soul at peace. Guilt, shame, anger, resentment. When stored, they create blockages. Silent, yes, but powerful. They shape your decisions. They filter your perceptions. They influence the choices you make, the people you attract, the patterns you repeat. But when you face them with truth, with compassion, with the intention to release, something softens. Something that was crystallized begins to dissolve. Ho'oponopono is not about forgiving the unforgivable. It's about stopping the endless self-punishment for something that no longer needs to be carried. It's about reconciling with your own journey. It's about returning to yourself. It's about allowing that, instead of echoing pain, you begin to vibrate relief, gratitude, freedom. And this doesn't just happen in the realm of ideas. The shift is energetic, it is physical, it is spiritual. When you say, "I love you" with truth, your field expands. When you say, "Please forgive me," your defenses drop. When you say, "I'm sorry," your soul is touched. And when you say, "Thank you," the cycle closes with humility and surrender. These words, spoken with presence, are not a request to the universe. They are a declaration, a vibrational choice, a pact with your own healing. The body remembers. The body stores what the soul could not express. Everything that was felt but never spoken, everything that hurt but was never held, everything repeated so often it became pattern. It holds not out of choice but survival. Because at some point, silence felt safer than feeling. And so symptoms appear. A weight in the chest, an unexplained fatigue, a sense that nothing moves, that everything is stuck. Often, it's not external circumstances. It's your inner field overloaded, trapped in old records, living memories still vibrating inside you, like echoes that never ended. Bruce Lipton explains that the body's biology is directly shaped by dominant emotions. If we live in prolonged states of hurt or guilt, the body adopts a constant defensive posture. Over time, this becomes rigidity, blockage, exhaustion. But when emotion changes, chemistry changes. The body responds. It adjusts to the new vibrational information it receives. That's why Ho'oponopono is not merely a spiritual practice. It's a ritual of physical, emotional, and energetic realignment. Each word, repeated with intention, acts like a frequency touching what was stuck. Not with force, but with truth. And where there is truth, there is release. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. These words move through layers. They bypass the rational mind. They descend. They reach where thought cannot. They touch the cells. They soften the muscles. They silence judgment. Because the body understands vibration before it understands meaning. Imagine an old emotion still vibrating in you. Maybe tied to someone, a choice, a moment unresolved. Now imagine that emotion being wrapped in a field of recognition, of love, of acceptance. That's what happens when these 4 phrases are spoken with presence. They don't erase the past. They say to it, "Now you can rest." And when the past rests, the present breathes. Flow returns. the weight lifts. The body, once armored by trauma, begins to open to life like a temple. Not by obligation, but because it was finally received, because it was heard, because it finally received the vibration it had been waiting for so long. The vibration of forgiveness, of listening, of release. The practice of the day. The silent ritual of release. Not every transformation arrives with intensity. Some come like a breeze, others like a gentle warmth in the center of the chest. Some don't announce themselves at all. You only notice later, in the way you breathe, in the way you look at the world, in the space that opens inside you. Today's ritual is like that, simple, profound, silent. It begins when you choose to look at what's still holding your energy, a memory, a person, an emotion. The name doesn't matter, the feeling does. What still feels heavy, what returns uninvited, what, no matter how you try to forget, still vibrates. You don't fight it. You simply acknowledge, yes, this is still within me. Then you breathe. 3 deep breaths, and in that breath, you make space. In the body, in the mind, in the heart. Then, with one hand over your chest, you touch the most intimate point of your being. Not just a physical touch, but a gesture of presence. A silent signal to your field. I am here now. And from that place, the 4 words begin to be spoken. Gently, intentionally, truthfully. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. You may whisper them or think them. What matters is to feel them move through your story, touching places long forgotten, slowly dissolving the layers that have kept you apart from yourself. No rush, no expectation, only repetition, like a song cradling a tired soul. As the words vibrate, you imagine that energy, that memory, that pain being wrapped in a blue light. A light that doesn't invade, but soothes. That doesn't erase, but transforms. That cleans, not with violence, but with respect. And at the end, still with your hand on your chest, a phrase forms, silent, yet as true as everything felt until now. I am free to move forward with lightness. I release myself and the other. This is not a farewell, it's a beginning. The point where what was dissolves and what can be starts to approach. Affirmation of the day. There's a wisdom that only reveals itself after the silence, after the quiet tears, after the conscious repetition. It's as if the body says, "Now I understand." And when the body understands, it changes, not just in structure, but in direction. What once seemed blocked begins to flow. What was heavy becomes light. What was the past begins to dissolve in the present. By healing the past, I clear the way for now. My words vibrate healing. My field becomes fertile ground for the new. This is not a promise. It's a recognition. It's born from one who has lived the silence and discovered within it a new inner order, a new frequency, a new way of relating to life. When the past is honored, it no longer demands constant attention. It stops shouting. It settles, like a page turned with love. And then the present becomes whole, the now more breathable, reality clearer. Because there is no longer the noise of old defenses, no longer the automatic replay of the same stories. There is space. And where there is space, there is creation, a powerful reflection. Question: what pain or person still lives in my energy, even without being in my life? What can I lovingly and truthfully release today? Don't judge this pain. Don't justify the person. Simply feel. Notice what still remains within, even when everything outside has changed. Because some bonds do not dissolve with distance. They live on in vibration, in inner images, in unspoken words, in gestures interrupted. And while they remain, they occupy space. They call for release. Allow yourself to sit with this question, not to erase, but to warm yourself in what it reveals. Because sometimes a well-placed question opens more than 1,000 answers. And where pain ends, the path begins. Write in the comments to anchor it. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Let's spread this energy of love and healing together,